2 days after Appomattox, Abraham Lincoln spoke about Reconstruction at the White House. For the first time in public, the president suggested that some black men, the very intelligent, and black veterans deserve the right to vote. A man in the audience turned to his companion and said, "That is the last speech he will ever make." On April 14th, 1865, Good Friday, John Wilkes Booth made good on his threat. The reckoning for America's original sin was just beginning. The early days of freedom were a bewildering mixture of exhilaration and apprehension. But the first order of business was to reconnect with family members who had been torn away by slavery.
Information wanted. I had 2 children sold for me about 10 years ago by a man by the name of Pate. My boy's name was Monroe Early, and my daughter's name, Mary Early.
Starting in 1865, so shortly after the end of the war, you see people placing ads in newspapers. It really gives a sense of the separation that had occurred during slavery.
Information wanted. Of my father, Jerry Hodges of Norfolk, Virginia. I was sold from him when I was a small girl, about 30 years ago. My mother's name was Phoebe, and she belonged to a man named Ashcroft.
This moment of emancipation is a serious moment of upheaval. A lot of people are moving about. There are a lot of things that are going on. But for African Americans, one of their big things is to try to build the lives that they've been thinking about while they're enslaved.
People took to the roads trying to find family members. I mean, literally walking to where they had last left family.
Information wanted of my children, Louis, Lizzie, and Kate Mason, whom I last saw in Owensboro, Kentucky. They were then owned by David and John Hart, that is, the girls were. But the boy was rather the property of Thomas Pointer.